Hello and welcome to another video of AlfaPTE. This is Fatima. Hope you all are doing well and hope your preparation is going on well. So I am back again with another video to discuss about another question, which is respond to a situation. Now, along with summarized group discussion from 7th of August onwards, PTE Academic is also having respond to a situation. If you know, respond to a situation is a question of PTE core. So instead of retail lecture in PTE core, you have respond to a situation, but now they added respond to a situation in PTE Academic also. Respond to a situation is not a very difficult question. It is pretty much doable. A lot of information is actually provided to you, and all you need to do is just be confident. Make sure you practice well enough to be able to do this question properly. All right, so without much delay, let's head on to alfapte.com and look at this question in more detail. So, if you can see, this is how you can understand the respond to a situation task in PT Academic. It's actually, like I said, previously a part of PT Core and now has been introduced in PT Academic in UKVI from 7th of August onwards. Okay. So it is considered an important part of speaking section of the academic test, which was recently added. This task evaluates your capacity to understand a given scenario and you have to respond accordingly. And you will have a short time to respond with clarity and confidence. Everything comes down to your confidence, guys. The more you respond confidently, the better score you get. And it's actually going to be very easy. Let me show you how. All right. More than just speaking fluently, this task considers how well you can examine the context, think quickly, and deliver a response that is relevant, well structured, and real. And it is going to really help improve your speaking score. And in response to situation, you will be assigned like a situation and they will expect an immediate response, and you will have 10 seconds to prepare, after which the microphone will open and you have to start speaking accordingly. All right, then types of situations that you can face, that you can encounter: individual and social scenarios, like your friend is asking you for a dinner but you already have plans. How do you decline? For me, one of the response to situation was, I was there in a coffee shop and I forgot my file there, and then I had to call the cafe and inform them that I was sitting at this table and I forgot my file over there. It's a very important thing. Please keep it safe and then I'll come back to you. Then workplace or professional contexts, like a colleague is requesting for help and then you're tied up with other tasks. What would you say? Then academic or educational interaction between student and a lecturer. You missed a class, you want to request your teacher for notes. This also I had in one of my exams when they were running trial questions. When I was giving PTE core, I said I was sick, and that's why I am not able to submit my project, and the deadline is tomorrow. So you have to request your professor for an extension of the deadline and stuff like that. Then customer service and public relation: you received wrong item in a delivery. How would you reach the customer service to fix it? And last but not the least, problem solving in conflict cases: you have your phone has stopped working, you need to clarify the problem with customer support. How do you do it? All right, so these are different scenarios you can encounter in this particular task. Then there's a precise structure to respond to a situation, and being prepared can really help you. The length of the procedure is really short, 1 to 2 sentences. Preparation time, you will get only 10 seconds. 40 seconds is your speaking time. Make sure you speak for at least 25 to 30 seconds. Start confidently. Don't stammer, don't mumble in the beginning itself. Your start is really important. So make sure you be very confident when you're starting that question. Don't overthink, be smooth and clear. You don't need to be perfect with your grammar, just be clear. Okay, so let us solve a few respond to a situations and see how we can go about it. Let me And in this question type, your marks are only going to be contributed for speaking module. So make sure you are very clear and you're pronouncing the words properly and you're fluent and you're not taking pauses, you're not mumbling, you're not using fillers like this and that, okay? Because in speaking, your fluency and pronunciation is really important. And this is a speaking task. It will give marks only in the speaking module. So make sure you're clear. Now you will have written a question and you will listen to the audio also.
You are in your second year of university.
Okay, sorry. As everything is written in front of you, you don't need to take any notes. So just pay attention and focus on your question.
You are in your second year of university and have been working on a big assignment for your psychology class. Unfortunately, you've had the flu for the past week and couldn't concentrate or get much work done. You have a doctor's note and feel a little better now. You go to your lecturer's office to talk. What would you say?
Now, this is the education scenario where you are, like I said, you are not able to finish your assignment and you have to ask your lecturer. This is exactly how I got a question when I had done my exam. Okay, so there is a template. Now, so let me put template side by side and let's go through the template first. So these are all the instructions. I've already been through all the instructions, so I'm not going to go through them again. So this is the template basically. So you just start by choosing one of the title according to the audio. Sometimes the audio is education related, so maybe respected sir or professor or lecturer or friend or somebody, a neighbor, whatever is going to suit. Then you choose the title accordingly. Then line one, line two. I know this doesn't make sense, but let me take you, sorry, to the next part wherein I have an example ready for you. This sentence, this is optional. You will only add this in case of an emergency. That means, especially for people who are aiming for 79 and above, I would not recommend this. But I know sometimes it's an emergency. In one summarized group discussion, you don't have anything as your own response. Like in line 4, here you have to add your own response. And if you're not able to figure out anything, then you can add this. But don't add it more than once because then it will be like a fixed template and you might be flagged for this. Okay, this is just in case of an emergency. Now this is how your response should be. So basically, if this is the question, you are in your second year of the university and have been working in a big assignment for your psychology class. Unfortunately, you've had the flu for past week and couldn't concentrate or get much work done. You have a doctor's note and feel a little better now. You go to your lecturer's office to talk. What would you say? That's your situation. Now, how do you put in line 1? This is passive voice. It becomes active voice. So you are in your second year of university, you change it. Now you're meeting the professor, you select the title according to that. You can either say dear respected lecturer, or you can say respected sir, or hello sir. You don't need to put dear here if it looks a little informal. So you can say hello sir, hello professor, hello lecturer, or respected sir, anything. Then you start line 1. This is line 1 till the full stop. So you will become I. You are in your second year of university. I am in my second year of university. I'm sorry, this is an error. It should be my. I'm in my second year of university and have been working on a big assignment for your psychology class. Okay, his class. And unfortunately, you have had the flu will become I have had the flu for the past 1 week and couldn't concentrate or get much work done. Then next line, you have a doctor's note. I have a doctor's note and I feel a little better now. Here you can add extra piece of information. You can even do like this. I went to the doctor and he gave me a note and I have the doctor's note with me. So just add, you can add if you think you can add here. But this line number 4 is your own response. This, what would you say? That means after explaining your situation, you have to at least add something, right? You can't just go, sir, I'm in your class, I was sick and I have doctor's note. Then then you can add, so I'm here to give you that doctor's note. I'm here to explain why I couldn't complete the assignment, or I'm here to ask for an extension. So whatever it is, that part you will add here. It doesn't matter what you say. They're not going to judge your morals by saying that, yeah, I didn't do the assignment, so what? No. So whatever you can say at that point of time, it's okay. All right, but just make sure you don't take a pause. Don't worry about forming grammatically correct sentences, but just put some information and don't pause. Just be confident and clear. So then you add your own response. My response was, that's the reason I'm here to request for extension for 1 week, as I couldn't work last week due to my illness. I would really appreciate if you can consider my request and help me with this situation. That's it. Then this, like I said, if you don't know anything here and if you're blank, you're stuck, you don't know what to add as your response, then you can put this and you can end it. Thank you, sir. Take care. Kind regards. That's it. That's how you use. This is not a fixed template, it's a structure to make sure that you are doing it properly. All right, so let's do this one. Okay, this is similar, so maybe let's try something else. Let's try this. I don't need to take notes
You're at a
because the
salon
question
and you
is
want to
there.
get a haircut, but you realize that you left your wallet in your taxi. You don't have the taxi number, and you don't have any other payment methods with you. What will you tell the stylist in order to get this situation sorted?
So I don't know what title to select, so I'll just start with hi. Hi, I am at your salon. I came here to get a haircut, but I have just realized that I have left my wallet in a taxi. And honestly, I don't even have the taxi number and I don't have any other payment methods with you. So I'm in a bit of dilemma. I don't know what to do. So I just wanted you to help me out in this situation. If you can give me your pay ID, if you can give me your bank details, I will give you my phone number and address. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure I transfer you the amount, but right now, because I forgot my wallet, I couldn't do anything. I hope you understand my situation and I hope you can help me out. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. That's it. So just change the passive voice you to connect it with your actual situation and you'll be fine. Let's try one more. Okay, let's see. Let's play.
You are a guest speaker at a conference. You have prepared a presentation on a topic related to your field of expertise. However, when you arrive at the venue, you realize that the projector is not working. You have to deliver your presentation without any visual aids. Question: how would you adapt your presentation to the situation?
This is a little tricky one. Let's see. Well, I am the guest speaker at the conference and I had prepared a presentation on a topic that was related to my field of expertise. But when I'm here at the venue, I have realized that the projector is not working. But I have to deliver my presentation and I can't do it without any visual aid. So at the moment, I'm in a bit of a dilemma and a pickle. Do you think there is a printing shop close by where I can get the presentation printed and maybe I can just explain it to people, maybe like in a big printed form, like a poster or something? Can you help me out with this, or maybe I can take some students to help me out with the presentation? Let's see. Thank you. So it's a bit of a pickle, but let's see. Now, why did I lose my marks here? Because I used three times, like uh, So that makes you lose marks. And when you're not confident, it doesn't matter who you are, even as a trainer. Like, I just got tangled. When you get tangled like this, you lose marks. So when you're confident, when you feel that, oh, this question, I think it's good, I can do it, you're automatically confident in your response. So it's so important to be confident in your response. Let's try this last one before we finish. Yes, let's play.
You are studying in the library for a very important exam when a classmate invites you to a party this weekend. However, you need to stay focused on your preparation. How would you politely decline the invitation without hurting their feelings?
Here I'm going to change a little because I'll start with the classmate inviting me first. Let's see. Dear friend, I know you have invited me to a party this weekend, but as you can see, at the moment I'm also studying in the library and I'm studying for a very important exam. And I really need to stay focused on the preparation. That's why I'm extremely sorry that I will not be able to attend this party. But hopefully, as soon as the exam finishes, maybe we can catch up and watch a movie or go for dinner or meet other friends. But at the moment, as you can see, I'm studying in the library and it is for a very important exam. I hope you understand. Hopefully, I'll see you soon after my exam. Take care. Bye. So, I will start with the title because friend, this and that. So, a little bit of change has to happen depending on the situation. That is what is respond to the situation. You're responding according to the situation. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put this here. That's, but fair enough. Even without my extendable microphone, it's a good enough score, guys. So that's basically how you do this particular question type. I think it's a very easy question to handle. The only tricky part is where you have to take care of this last part. How will you do this? Where you have to add your own thing. Don't get stressed. Whatever comes to your mind, just say it without pausing. Nobody is going to judge you. Nobody is going to see your grammar, your sentence formation. As long as you're not pausing, as long as you're clear, there will be no issues at all. So I hope you're clear with this particular question now. So that's about today's video, guys. If you have any more doubts and queries, do not hesitate to contact us. And if you like our videos, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.